Happy guinea pig!
Hi, I'm Alyne. Welcome to my kitchen. And tonight I'm making, it's a meatloaf, but it's a chicken loaf. I'm not using ground beef. I'm not using ground pork. I'm using ground chicken. And my chicken is still a little bit froze, but you can see it's coming along there. But I have a pound of ground chicken in that bowl. To go with it, I've got 1 egg. I've got some Colby cheese, sliced onion that I'm going to dice up. I have some sliced canned mushrooms I'm going to dice. I have salt and pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, and chili powder. I've also got some paprika, breadcrumbs, Worcestershire sauce, mustard, ketchup, and Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. So, what I'm going to do first of all, before I do anything else, I would have also have a pan, and I'm cooking it at 400 degrees for about 45 to 50 minutes. Okay. Don't need that many onions. There we go. I'll let you put the lid back on those and put them up for me.
You will.
Yeah.
Ain't that mighty nice of her let me do something like that?
Hey, I'm always nice. Unless you kick me out.
And I've seen her kicked out.
He says he ain't doing that.
It's like to say, if she don't scare you a little bit, she ain't the one.
And the reason I'm not putting a great lot of onion in there is because I am putting onion powder on it. I might put a little bit in.
That thing just don't seal all the way.
I know, it don't feel right.
It's a problem, child.
I could have already had this chopped up, but since they were sliced, I knew it wouldn't take me long. What I'm going to do is just put this in with my onion, my chicken, put the onion in with the chicken. Now, the mushrooms are optional. You can do bell pepper, you can do celery, you can do carrots, you can do whatever you want in your meatloaf. I ain't gonna say so over. I will do any and all depending on what I have here at the house. I happen to have canned mushrooms. And because I had canned mushrooms, that's what I've been using. And I happen to like mushrooms, and I happen to like mushrooms in meatloaf. And I'm going to try to chop these up. Good chop. Not really great big pieces. I don't mind having a few small pieces. That is my preheat on my oven.
Excuse me.
Even got the belches, y'all. Not bad manners, just good food. So,
Or bad chip.
Alright. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of paprika in here, not a lot, because I'm going to put a little bit on top too. Okay. Chili powder. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of olive oil in it, and then I'm also going to use it a little bit on top. And if you have it, really want to make your meatloaf pop, put some bacon on it or bacon in it, either way. Believe me, if you like bacon and pork, you'll love it that way.
Y'all have to hear that thunder in the background. We got flash flood warnings until 12:30 tonight.
Yeah, we run into some heavy rain today.
Yep.
I got out to get his aunt out so she could go in the house. I wasn't out there, what, like 2 minutes? Not even just that. And I got soaked. So Piggy, all I needed was some soap and I could wash my head again. Okay.
That's Tank meowing in the background.
Put me some breadcrumbs in here. Now, I ain't measuring nothing. You do it to your taste. But
You gonna need those again?
no, I set them right here when I'm going.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to put my egg in here. And I'm going to put a little bit of sweet baby Ray's in here as well. And then I'll also put a little bit of this and the ketchup and mustard on top. Ooh, I forgot my Worcestershire sauce, y'all. I have to look up and see it. I'll put that much in there. And it was making some obnoxious sounds coming out of there. I put about a tablespoon or so of this in there, maybe 2. I like the Worcestershire sauce. Give that to the piggy. I don't need no more of that. Give that to the piggy. And now I'm going to take them and mix all this right here together. Bring my pan over here.
Well, got a cat trying to kill the bag, folks.
Yeah, he's determined. He likes butting up against you. He thinks if you're in the kitchen that you're automatically working with food, which of course I am right now, and that he automatically deserves a bite.
Well, yeah.
Put a little bit more breadcrumbs in there. A little bit wet. And y'all, again, I do this to taste and sight. I don't measure some things. And if you want to see where I've measured it out, you can always check out my meatloaf recipe on my baking playlist. All right. I'm going to take about maybe half of this. Put in my pan here. Maybe touch a little more than half. Set that right there out of the way for a second. And I will pack this down into the pan. And Piggy and I like the cheese stuffed meatloaves.
First time I ever had one she made. Oh man, rocked my world.
Piggy was not a big meatloaf eater until he'd eat a bite or two, small bites, because we've been places to eat that they've had meatloaf. And I noticed he would just get a very small bite of it. But yeah, I made my meatloaf. He dang near ate 3/4 of it. And he was like, he had never had one with the cheese in it like that before. And that was a recipe I found a good 25, 30 years ago. Didn't make it very often because my mama she liked it, but for her, meatloaf was the original thing. That's the one thing she and Peggy didn't agree on that. Everything else I can think of when it comes to food or TV shows or anything else, they pretty much agree on. I wish she could have met him.
Who's that?
My mom.
I'd have been honored to have met her. I think me and her would have got along
Well,
good.
I think I would have. There's probably one thing I know of that my mom, well, two things I know of that my mama loved. That Piggy would let her have in a heartbeat. One was lima beans. Piggy is like me; he will eat them, but they're not his favorite.
Right.
And I'll admit they're not my favorite neither. And the other is she likes to take a can of hominy and just eat the hominy out of tin.
Oh, she can have all that she wants.
Piggy don't like hominy. Now he will eat corn all day long. Yes, hominy is a type of corn, but Piggy does not like hominy.
What they got to do to make hominy? Why not just eat the corn?
Yeah. Well, actually, hominy digests better than corn.
I imagine it does. It don't have that outer shell on it.
All right.
But what they got to do to it to make hominy?
Yeah. I'm going to run and wash my hand real quick. I'll be right back. Get some toast in there.
There's toast in there.
Just to have the toast. I'm going to pack.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to put my little bit of ketchup on here. Yeah, I've got a little bit in there. This is the last thing of ketchup. All right, come on. Give me just a little bit of ketchup. There we go.
Are you going to need another one?
I ain't got another one.
Really?
Yeah, I'm out.
They're going to be in that?
Yeah, because I'm putting some sweet baby rays on it too.
Okay.
Put a little bit of mustard on here. Put me the sweet baby rays on here. Oops. I wasted the sweet baby rays, y'all. There we go. Pig put that in the refrigerator for me along with that cheese.
Right.
Alright, now we got the cumin. Figure out how to open this thing again.
I see you found it.
Yep, sprinkle the cumin on there.
Where does that go?
All of them will go over there in that bottom shelf in there at box.
In the box.
While we're going to box, what won't, just set it up.
The one went in the box.
Okay. The others are set over there in front of the sriracha sauce.
Right up and beside.
Huh?
Right up and beside.
Yeah. Now,
Where does that one go?
right there, but beside all those.
Huh?
Beside those up there, wherever it'll fit.
I'll have to stack these on top of here and put that
Okay.
beside the right.
And as you see, I'm just mixing this up with my fingers on top of here. Spreading this out. Sometimes you get messy in the kitchen.
Don't make a mess. You ain't done it right.
You ain't making a mess. You even know what you've done. Alright. Knock that off. Good thing we've got paper towels, huh? Get this in the oven and I can wash my hands again. Alright. I've got got my oven set for 400. I'm going to put this in for about 45 to about 50 minutes. See if it's done at the 50-minute mark. If it is, I'll take it out. If it ain't, I'll cook it for about another 5 minutes or so. And then we'll take it out, let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll come back and try it. Okay? We're going to have cream potatoes with this. All right. You can pause it now. Cut it out. All right, we're back. The meatloaf with the chicken cooked about 40 minutes, maybe 42, 43. We can put 45. The cream potatoes, I have, there was a pack of the Idahoan potato flakes where you add 2 cups of boiling water, 3 tablespoons of butter. You mix it together and let it sit for a minute or so. And then these were the sour cream and chive. This is mine. Now it's Piggy's. Now I've never made a chicken loaf before. I've made it with hamburger meat, a mixture of hamburger and pork, but I've never made it with chicken. So we're going to see how this tastes with the chicken. You know it smells good. Piggy's over there drooling. He took a bite and about.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's good. Just goes to show when you're making meatloaf, whatever ground meat you want, whether you want to use hamburger, pork, chicken, venison, whatever. You make your meatloaf. Whatever chopped veggies you want to put in it. It's your meatloaf. You make it the way you want.
Right.
But if for some reason you can't have beef and you don't eat pork, this chicken is an alternative. Excuse me, everything kind of gets hung right there. But I do want to thank you for watching. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye, y'all.